Good morning, boys. It's been a while. I think I haven't posted in about a week now. I have been busy. There's been stuff going on. I've procrastinated from actually recording, which is one of the main things I need to do. So that's something that I still need to address. In my last video, I'm sure I mentioned that I'd been lacking on getting the videos out and I need to address it. Still hasn't been addressed, so that's something that I need to deal with in my own time. And I'm dealing with it right now in this video. So what I want to talk about is, first off, I'm just going to talk about my week because, why not? I'm sure you boys want to hear it. I'm sure there's some of you that want to hear it anyway. So, all last week we took it as more or less recovery. We had 4 days, no actual training. We did our stretching. We did quite a bit of flexibility. I've done quite a lot of knee stuff, like quite a lot of just legs mobility and things like that. A lot of hamstrings, quads, all that, because I had quite a tight ankle. I've injured my ankles before skateboarding, so I need to make sure that I don't re-injure myself because I do quite. When I run, which isn't frequently, but when I do run, I just go full on because I'm good at running. I just don't enjoy it. So whenever I run, I'll try and beat my time every time, and that's obviously great because progressive overload and you're pushing your body, but at the same time, there's a high risk of injury when it comes to just which is constantly what's happening when you're running. So you just want to be careful about the high impact nature of running, and you want to do your recovery work in between. So your cold exposure, your stretching, your sleep, your diet, all that jazz. You know how it goes, right? So that was Monday through Thursday. Then Thursday, once we'd done our recovery work, we trained a full body session, literally hit like a few sets of squats, a few sets of pull-ups and chin-ups, a few sets of incline bench, and then we mixed it up with obviously like your tricep ropes, your lat raises, your shoulder press. What else did we do? We did some sled, so you just push the thing along the floor. I did sprints with that just to get my heart rate up and just to like obviously anaerobically train my legs. As with the squats, they were quite intense, high weight rep. The high weight, low rep sets with the squats. And that's relative like weight. So I'll work it out, right? So I weigh about, we'll call it 66 kilos. It's floating around there, right? So fucking out, right? So my squat currently is 1.6 my body weight for set 5, which is pretty decent if you ask me. I really want to be able to do 2 times my body weight, hopefully by the end of the year. So like squat 130 or maybe 135. That would be awesome, but I just need to, get my training in order and just keep pushing at it. My legs are very toned. They just aren't big enough. You know what I mean? So that's just me all round though. I'm rather toned. I just need more size to me. And so that's what we're training for. We're hitting the bulk. We're clean bulking. So this weekend, right, I work in a cafe. So let me just set the scene, right? I work in a cafe and I bring my own coffee in because I'm that straight about it. Like, I have had a cheat meal a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and I've also had like some pastries as well. So it's not like I, am bang on right all the time, but I am bang on right a lot of the time. So I bring in 12 eggs and I eat those at work. I bring in a lot of fruit and I eat all my fruit at work. Sometimes I'll have some of the work meat. It isn't the best quality, but meat is meat, and I'd rather get meat than some fucking meat substitute, if I'm being honest. I have a lot of honey at work. Normally I bring in 2 litres or sometimes 1 litre, but it's normally 2 litres of milk just because there's like 1,200 calories in that. It's raw, it's grass fed, it comes from down the road. However, this weekend I couldn't get any, so we could have been short on calories. Every night after work this week, I went Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So we trained Thursday, obviously did all my other bits on the Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I had a night. Yeah, 9:30 till 8:30. Then I had a 9:9. Then I had a 9:9. But yesterday, my 9:9, I stayed till like 9:45. So it was nearly like a 13-hour shift, lads. So it's one of them, and that's brutal. That's grim. That's disgusting. There's obviously money there, and that money then means that I can afford the high quality food. It means I can afford to run my car. It means I can afford the things that I enjoy, and so that's why people have a 9 to 5. That's why people have a job. It's that they can comfortably exist. But of course, there is still the argument that working for ourselves and building up our own sort of money money machine, because that's what business is. You know, you can't make money, you can only take money, and that sounds bad, but if you're taking people's money to improve their lives, you can then, that is a net positive, okay? So if you're taking people's money because you're scamming them and, you know, you're ripping them off, and, you know, you've got a 30% markup on something that you've not even fucking created, then you're a scumbag, and, you know, you're just taking money purely based on the fact that you're exploiting people's, you know, stupidity pretty much, or a lack of supply, and so you're just no lack lack of supply, so you're just rinsing the profit, right? You can only take money. So if you're taking people's money because you're giving them value and you're teaching them something, and, you know, they're getting something out of it, awesome, because that's what business should be. It should be a mutual exchange where I earn money because I've given you a service or a product that's going to help you. So you've helped me by making me make profit, and I've helped you by fixing whatever problem it is that you have. So, you know, the 9 to 5, it is kind of long, if I'm being honest. I don't mind my job. I do love, like, working with people, and, you know, it's a very people oriented job, working in a cafe. Like, you speak to customers, you know what I mean? That's what it's about, and you smile, and, you know, you have laughs with them, and, you know what I mean? And you give them a nice evening. And I'm grateful for all of that, okay? I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for the fact that I have been able to build the confidence. Like, it's a very good job to help you build more confidence, because you speak to people all the time, so it's really beneficial to do something like that. But obviously working like 36 hours, but then it'd be like 33 that I got paid for, because I got like an hour unpaid break, so like 33 hours or something like that. It's kind of long to do that across 3 days. You know, you get home, you got a shower, get ready for bed, and then you go to bed and you do it again the next day. And, you know, you've got to just pack your lunch, have a cold shower, make your bed, and then you're leaving the house ready to go. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're home for about 2 hours of the day, because it's like a half an hour commute and stuff. So that's where I've been, boys. You know, last week we were doing our recovery stuff. Let me just look at my journal as well, because we've got other stuff that we've been doing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, of course, I've been not recording, which is my own bad. So Wednesday, which is the day before we trained. Just reading what we got here. Yeah, so Wednesday we woke up, we had our water, some salt, some UV rays, we did our breath and groundwork, we washed our clothes, we had a cold shower, we made our bed, we couldn't put our washing in the machine because Mum had her stuff in the machine. We took the bin out, we hoovered, we did general tidying, we didn't do our mindfulness on Wednesday, we had our coffee, fruit, yogurt, nuts, and we took our lunch. Where did we go Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday I took my friend to physio, and on Wednesday this is quite cool. So I essentially butchered 2 partridges, because my neighbour has a farm and he gave us some partridges, so I plucked them, gutted them, jointed them, and then cooked them that same day. That was really fun. It's a strange idea of fun, but I enjoyed doing that. I think that's something that obviously we've done throughout history, and it just is quite here's a big word, cathartic. It's like restorative or therapeutic to do something like that, or catharsis or cathartic. What's one of them? I'm pretty sure I'm using that word right, although, you know, if any of you smart lads, you know, watching this and you're thinking, what, that's not how you use that word, just let me know. But if not, big word. So yeah, I found that quite therapeutic and enjoyable. We bought some venison, some steaks, some bones, some heart, and some liver, and some cheese from the butchers. Honestly, this animal-based diet that I'm on, I feel great. I wake up in such a good mood. I've got energy, even if my sleep isn't bang on, even if my sleep's normally alright, but my diet is what helps my brain fire. I think to myself sometimes, I'm like, you know what, I genuinely have done so well for myself purely on the fact that I eat right, and I have done consistently for a long time. As I said, I sometimes do have a cheat meal, like pastries or, like fried chicken or something like that. But at the same time, consistently I eat a lot of meat, a lot of honey, a lot of eggs, a lot of fruit. I eat all of the things my body wants all the time, and I know it as well. So my belief, coupled with actual nutrient intake, I think it helps my brain function. I genuinely do. I've smoked quite a bit of weed since I was 16, right? And on paper, I should be a fucking retard. And perhaps I am. Perhaps people do meet me and they think, oh, what an absolute retard. But genuinely, I find that my neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to retain and like learn new information, I find that mine's very intact. And in fact, it's great. I can learn things quite quickly and I can retain a lot of information on the spot. And I'm happy with that. You know, that's something that I'm proud of, I'm grateful for, because, you know, of course, these things are somewhat genetic. Like, I've always been a smart kid, but I've always tried hard as well. Like, in school, I always tried to learn things. Yes, I missed around. Yes, you know, in lessons, I'd always, like, just get sent out because I wasn't behaving. And, you know, that's my fault. But at the same time, it would always be a case of, you know, when it came to it, like, you know, just like bashing through homework on my lunch break, or like it's due the next lesson, or like, literally, in school, right, I'd be in lesson 2 and then lesson 3 we had homework for, so there's no gap in between. There's a 5-minute walk to the lesson. I'd be doing my homework for lesson 3 in that gap. So I'm not saying I was a bang on student, but when I needed to learn something for a test or whatever, I could just pick it up. I genuinely could. I know I sound like sort of ignorant or whatever. I genuinely believe I could just pick it up and I would do all right on my tests. The amount of prep that I put in compared to the output I gave, I'm very happy with. And even in college as well, it was the same thing. So, and in college is obviously when I started smoking weed and stuff, and that does fuck your brain. Like, I'm not for weed. I don't think it's good for you. I smoke quite regularly. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is something that I understand the health implications of, and that's, you know, it's something that isn't great long term. It isn't great short term. It's bad for your lungs. It's bad for it's actually really bad for your like your circulatory system, which is peculiar as well because I have rather good cardio. And when I say rather good, I mean that I ran 2.4k in 9 minutes 53. Right, that is the time that I've got when I last ran a 2.4, and my VO2 max from that run is shown at 52, and then whatever the unit of measure is, and 52 VO2 max is like, it's up there, it's very up there. For someone that smokes, you know, quite a bit, that's impressive. And I put it down to the diet, I put it down to the sleep, I put it down to the recovery and training regime that I have. And I put it down to my mindset as well. Like, when I was running that, I was tired, I was sweating, I was panting, you know what I mean? And you push, and you keep pushing. That's how you excel. So, as I say, on Wednesday, we sorted out the partridges, we took our friend to physio, and, you know, we had a big dinner as well that I've written here. I can look at Tuesday. Oh, see, Tuesday I bought my car, apparently. Yeah, so Tuesday I didn't set any goals for Tuesday. This is literally just a journal entry. So I wrote that okay, yeah, so Tuesday we were very sleep deprived, right? I've rated it here a 5.2, so I must have got a shit night's sleep, right? So I woke up feeling like shit. I mentioned that my diet wasn't good the night before. I haven't read anything about that on Monday though. So Monday hasn't had a journal entry about what I ate. So I must have ate. I think I had some fried chicken on Monday, and then so Tuesday I felt like shit and I got a bad night's sleep. So, you know, that correlates, all those trans fats and whatever the fuck else. So Tuesday I bought my car, and, you know, obviously, like, you buy your car, you buy the road tax, and you buy the insurance, right? So I did all that, and that took basically all my day on Tuesday. After that, I then went, the first place I went with my car, okay, so we paid for the insurance and shit. I messaged a couple of my friends, like, oh, what are you doing? Some of them were working, some of them were just busy, right? So I thought, okay, everyone I want to see is doing shit, so what am I going to do? Okay, bang your CD in, you put on a bit of Green Day, didn't ya? And literally, I just drove to the nearest Waitrose and I bought 30, 40 pounds worth of fruit. I bought about 40 pounds worth of fruit. And that was a treat to myself. I bought all the organic fruit, all the nice looking stuff that I wanted. Didn't give a shit about the price. I went in and I thought, you know what, I've just bought my car, I bought the insurance, bought the road tax, I'm going to buy some fucking good fruit. And I sat in the car park and I ate a bunch of berries. I ate, what else did I have? Some pomegranate. I had loads, lad. I ate really, really well that day because I felt like I earned it. So, you know, I wanted to take myself out, you know, go forage in Waitrose for some fruit. And again, I'm really happy with that. So that's how my week's gone. You know, and now we're on Monday, so that's Monday to Monday. You know, lots happened. I've sorted out my partridges. Another one that's happened as well is when I took my car down on Thursday after training, right? So I drove to get petrol and then to the gym, and then from the gym to my allotment. My allotment is flooded, bad. So it's actually up to my knees where I would normally be digging with water. That's not good. Like, I've got a strimmer down there that's probably fucked in the rain. Like, it's just, you know, it's just waterlogged now, so that's gonna need repairing. My greenhouse is probably, you know, either it's not been washed away because it's pegged in deep, but of course the soil's like gonna be quite soft because it's peaty anyway, which is like, you know, it's quite moisture retaining soil. So the issue with that, of course, is that when the wind blows, it's, you know, it's more likely to get pushed over, and obviously that all that water in my greenhouse is not going to be any good for the panels or the runners or whatever the fuck else. So yeah, my allotment's been flooded. I bought my car. I gutted some partridges. You know, we've done our training and recovery stuff. We've ate well, other than on Tuesday when we ate our Monday night when we ate our fried chicken. I'm not actually sure why I did that Monday. There must have been a reason. Yes, you know what? Monday I fucking burnt my dinner. I made a really good stew, like liver, you know, beef, all that jazz, right? Decent looking stew, homegrown taties, homegrown carrots. You know the drill. I burnt it. Fucking burnt it. I was annoyed, man. I thought to myself, right, I need to take my protein. I'm hungry. What can I have? There's a fried chicken place around the corner. I actually used to work there, and I thought, all right, I'm gonna have some of that. So yeah, and I felt like shit the next day. So, you know, you got to listen to your body. That's something that I find really, you know, I can't over what's the word? Endorse that. I can't recommend it enough to listen to your body. You know when you feel tired. My nose is itchy. You know when you feel tired. You know when you feel energized. You know when your body aches. You know when you feel recovered. You know when your brain isn't working right. You know when your brain is working right. You know what I mean? You can tell. You know these things. Even if your level of output isn't as high as someone else's, you know what your level of output is because you are you. If you have a shit output, you know your output is shit, right? It's like, you know what I mean? I know my output is good, so I also know when my output goes down or up because I know where I'm normally at. And I know what I need to do to push my baseline. That's what we all need to be doing, boys. Like, I know I've literally waffled about like my week and stuff. I just wanted to chat to the phone, to be honest. But where we are, our current level, our current output, where we are, you know, performing at, we just push the baseline, right? So my baseline would be that I aim to do all of my beneficial habits every day. And when I say aim, I mean I do miss them. Like, it's not, I haven't got that bang on yet because I've got like habits that I try and do every day. So this is cold exposure, grounding, training, flexibility, mobility, upload content, controlled weed intake, daily reading, clean bulk, mindfulness. That's it. So those are my like daily habits that I try and get done, and then obviously on top of that, of course, I tidy my room, I do my gardening, I train. Although training is actually in there, but like I do my training as like a separate ordeal. Like whatever shopping I need to do, like, you know, for food, eggs, all that shit. So I know what my output is. I know what I can do on a productive day, and the more I can actually get out, and the more I can put out, the more I'm going to get in. You've all heard it, boys. What you reap is what you sow. And that's just how life is, you know what I mean? You get out what you put in. So if you're a lazy bastard, how do you expect to get anything? Food for thought. So let me run you boys through the day then, because I've just run you through last week, you know. I need to record more. I enjoy this. I enjoy just talking to the camera. Like, obviously when there's a script involved, it's great because then I can just rattle through points and, you know, I've got it set up. But recently, for like months, I've just been sitting down and talking about what I want to talk about, and I've just been coming from the top of my head. Some videos have been worse than others because you can tell on the days that I've had a lot of carbs because my brain is not firing right. Like this morning, I'm completely fasted. I've had a little bit of water. I haven't ate, well, I actually had some walnuts before bed, right? Which, on paper, you can call it optimal, you can call it not, I don't really care. I went to bed at like 12 last night, so I've probably been fasted for about 12 hours, right? I feel great. My brain's firing. I'm hungry, though, and I do want to eat something soon because we are trying to gain weight. Like, I've lost weight this week. I'll show you the boys the physique before I go through, like, daily objectives. I've already done some of them, so I mean, like, if I just fucking sit down here, like, I'm pretty fucking lean. I just need to put more weight on, boys. Like, look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are in good condition. Like, I'm very grateful, very happy and proud of my body because, like, literally this time in January, I looked like shit, boys. I was small, skinny, no pecs, lad. I haven't got massive pecs. Like, you know what I mean? They're not even fucking that big. But I didn't even have pecs, bro. All the fucking shoulders or nothing. Like, I literally had no muscle definition at all. But now we're getting there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I look more cut in the belly. I've got a little bit of belly fat, but you know what I mean. Like, at the start of the year, I look like shit. So I'm very proud of myself for that, and of course I'm grateful for my health because we need to be practicing our gratitude. Right. Giving you boys a little insight into my life. You know what I mean? Okay. So today, 30th of October, we woke up at 8:45 and we laid in for an hour. Our sleep was rated at 7.8. We've not drank much water yet. We've sat in the sun, we've done our breath work, we've done our grounding. That was like a 5-minute job. Obviously you can spend longer doing it, it's probably better if you do. But I did that for about 5 minutes. I haven't done my cold exposure because I'm going to go to the lake with my friend and we're going to go swimming. I've done my room, so I can cross that off. I've packed my gym bag as well because we're going training soon. And today's jobs are like I need to buy some of the shit that I need. Like I need blackout curtains because when the sun comes in it wakes me up too early. I need blackout curtains, definitely. I've got here save the allotment because that is the current like purpose layer that I need to be working on. However, while it's flooded, there's actually nothing that can be done. Like, genuinely, I can't be saving that thing, so that's unfortunate. We've got here on today's objectives, push muscles to failure. So today I wanted to do a Murph, which is one of my friends told me about it. It's like run a mile, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, run a mile. I'd love to do that, but because I've been working all weekend, walking around, like my ankles just feel like kind of sore. This is one of them ones you want to listen to your body, right? So my upper body feels fine. I know I could push, but my ankles don't feel great. So if I try and run, putting all that stress, because I'll be going for a time. Do you know what I mean? A Murph is timed, right? So I'm going to be running that mile like I want to run the mile. So me putting all that stress through my joints when they don't feel great isn't smart. I could do it. I'd be fine if I did. I just don't want to. I'd rather do the push muscles and hit them optimally and then do the Murph later in the week. It's a full body thing as well. So if I do that today, the rest of the week's training will be fucked. But if I do it on Friday, the day before I work 2 days, so if I hit that full body session Friday, then I've got Saturday, Sunday to recover, and then Monday I'm back taking push. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're not going to hit the Murph today, we're going to hit the push muscles. We've got bulk as fuck, we've got supplements, we've got habit tracker, which is next to me here. And I also want to plan my week today. And I've also got some other things I need to buy. I'm going to buy some milk, some meat, some honey, some chamomile tea, some green tea. I'm going to buy some pastries as well because we're going to the gym later. I don't know if we're going to... There's a gym like in one of the cities that's got like a sauna and stuff. I don't know if we're going there or if we're going to my gym. My gym's good. I like my gym. I'm grateful that my gym is so close to me and it's a good gym. They haven't got a sauna. So, it swings and roundabouts. I want to buy some plug-in headphones. I want to buy 2 more journals. One strictly for my exercise and my diet. Another one strictly for my mindfulness and for my planning. I need to buy another candle. I need to buy some like endocrine safe soap and shaving bars. So like I grow like really annoying facial hair. So I just try and keep on top of that. And currently I'm shaving with like really shit shaving cream. Like I don't know if that's part of why my skin's actually better this week like compared to other weeks, boys. If you look at the other weeks when it's really like red and inflamed, I've got lots of spots. This is literally the only main spot I've got. Like my skin is a lot happier currently. I'm grateful for that too. So yeah, the shaving soap I'm using right now is not great. Like that's probably full of like BPAs or some shit. So I need to get some more of that. So I've got some things I want to buy. I've got some jobs to do. Like, of course, my habit tracker, which is like the flexibility and stuff, the training. So that'll take up a lot of my day and my cold exposure as well. When you're cold exposed in a lake, of course you're grounded as well because you've not got your shoes on. That sort of shit, right? So today is basically health and purchase based, right? Because there are things that I need to buy that are going to add to my life. Like a lot of honey, a lot of meat, a lot of milk. You know what I mean? So, and this is how I like to organise my life, boys. Like, genuinely, on Friday, I wrote in what I was going to do every day. So Friday was when I wrote Monday's jobs. Do you know what I mean? Like, that helps me to get things done, because I can look at this and go, okay, well, I haven't done that yet, cross it off, and then it's all done. I don't know where I'm going to get these blackout curtains from. I don't really want to buy them online. I don't even know what size I need. So that's going to be fun. I don't want to long it off, though, because I want those blackout curtains. When the light comes in, boys, it just wakes me up. Like, that's why I woke up at 8, and I wanted to sleep in until 9, because obviously I went to bed at 12. So I was just thinking, like, oh, I need to sleep in quite late to get my sleep. And I slept all right in the end. Like, I woke up feeling pretty good, but it's one of them. So I understand that this has been quite a long video, and if you're not, like, one of my friends, like an actual fan of me, then this video is not really... There is value here, but it's been quite broken up by just my life, you know what I mean? So I appreciate everyone who's watched this through, because, hopefully you've learned something from it, and it's just, it's just a pretty easy video for me to record, so I hope that's been valuable for you, and there's been something you can take away from this, be it how to adjust your diet, to feel better, or something like that. Like, if you've taken anything from this, I'm going to be happy for that. Yeah, if you've enjoyed it, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. 26 minutes through, boys. So go get it. I don't know what day you'll be watching this. Right now, we've got like 2 months left in 2023. So yeah, we'll see how those 2 months goes. Hopefully you'll be seeing, more of the short hair, more of the bigger arms. We'll be seeing it all, you know what I mean? So take it easy, guys. Don't take it easy. No, don't take it easy, because, you're not going to get any growth from taking it easy. So just do well. Yeah, all right. Safe.